What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC. Guys, welcome back to another tier list. This time we're going to be including Killer B and Kisame, and in the future one we're going to add May, obviously, and Oniki. I can give you guys my thoughts on them now. I don't have them on the tier list, but I can obviously tell you how I feel about the two characters, and we'll do that right after I give a couple shout outs real quick. So the first easy quick shout out is thank you to Server 1's free to play Rocks My Socks. He gave me the picture of Harrison for 5-star, so now I have the third Hokage's 5-star picture. No longer are we looking at his 3-star, even though he's in here. We're going to disregard that. And secondly, I actually want to give credit to two different people. This is a really big finding, guys, because this is something that I was testing back in the day, back before FG existed and back when before Abyss existed, and I thought we had this squared pat, and it took a long time, but now that we've got these numbers, we can proudly say that debuffs do in fact stack. Okay, so how does this change the game? I'm going to let you know now. The way people are playing the game, obviously not much is going to change, but it's good. It's amazing knowledge to have, number one, for future content, and currently for newer players, maybe you guys can readjust the way you do it, and it of course will affect the tier list. But I want to give the shout out to Sauce from Server 5 and Rock On from Server 1. Now, I'm going to quickly show you guys what testing they did, and you guys can actually go to the main Discord, and I believe the Underground Discord has this as well too. It gives you the whole breakdown under the announcement tab for the test. So this is Sauce. Sauce did most of the testing. Rock helped him. So for this test, I had Kakashi hit Killer B in Flashback Genealogy Master 1 with various debuffs applied. No buffs were applied to Kakashi himself, of course, outside of his LB2, which is his own buff, and his current existing buffs for crit. For DRR debuffs, he used Toby, which had the trait for LB2, and a skill which reduced damage reduction rate by 36.31%, 11.61%, and then 31.9%. That is just Toby alone, guys, respectively. For defense debuffs, he used Kabuto and Mitsuki's traits as well as Konkuro's skill, which reduced defense by 36, 36, and 24.3. And then this test did not take into account guard rate. Okay, each additional debuff further increases Kakashi's damage against Killer B, and then right here, guys, he actually goes and shows you guys the numbers. It's kind of hard to see, but if you want to actually see this, it's really well tallied out. It's actually a really good sample size as well too, and it shows you that with every single buff that's applied, how much the damage does increase. So there is a ceiling for buffs and debuffs, of course, guys, right? So keep that in mind. So I mean, like, the way you're playing the game now may alter a tad bit based on this information, but for me personally, it hasn't, because I already have DRR down at a pretty massive rate, and I already have DRR up and then attack up and all these other stats up, right? So for me personally, the game doesn't change a lot at all, but for some of you, this is actually very good information. And in general, guys, for me as a community, this is great information. So I was incorrect when I said debuffs were wrong. We're not being stackable, because back in the day, the units we fought weren't FG units. So when I was seeing the number differences, I was just attributing it to just min-max ratios, and also the fact that these units we probably got these units so low in their DRR that they were at 0, and you can't go below that, right? So again, amazing work, guys. Congratulations, Sauce from Server 5 Revenant Alliance, and Rock On from Server 1, Rock On leader. Well done, guys. A lot of you guys might know Rock and I have, of course, a little bit of bad blood, but for me, this is a community thing, guys. It's always been about the community. It's not against one person or anything else. I just want to say good work, great job. I was wrong. There you go. I mean, you know what? I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but this is great, guys. And you know, people who like this kind of thing, these guys are doing great work, and we're probably going to see more things in the future from Sauce. So again, Sauce, thank you for giving me your blessing to do this, and of course, shout out to Binato for putting together the tier list on Reddit with me. Well, he put it together on Reddit. I just review it and I go from there. All right, back to the main show, guys. Let's get back to it now. So again, just quick shout out to those guys. So tier list, guys, we're going to be adding Killer B and Kisame. So right now I'm going to go through the arena tier list like I normally do. Same suspect, guys. This has not changed at all in any way, shape, or form. So the tier list for arena pretty much remains the same. So let's actually go through that real quick here. Again, the only one that seems to be dropping a little bit in a lot of people's minds is Sublime, and a lot of people still love him. So it's still 50-50. I still think he's really good. A lot of people do not start thinking he's a little less than what he was before. And you know what? Quite honestly, the diminishing state of characters is a very common one in gacha games. More characters come out, they diminish the value of other characters, right? So that's not an uncommon thing. So I want to keep that in mind, guys, that Sublime to me is still a very good unit. I will go ahead and still keep him where I think he belongs. That's just my opinion on it. I still think he's a bomb character. No pun intended there. But at the same time, keeping in mind that there are you know, there are people who think he's SS, and some people think he's even below that, which I think is crazy. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to remember this is objective, and it's based on your own experiences. I play the game differently than some other people do, so I'm gonna stick with him being an SS for me. That's just my opinion on it. All right, so this is your SS team. So the only difference between Binato's and mine, again, is going to be Sublime. He puts him in SS, I put him in triple S. People like Blue think he's also not triple S. You know, shout out to my boy Blue. He's one of the best players in the world in this game, and I love him to death. But I disagree there with you, brother. And also Nerf too from Clover. So there's a lot of people who disagree, but you know what? There's a lot of people who do agree. So again, take it how you will. He's a great character. SS, SS, S, triple S, S, doesn't matter. If you use him, you like him, use him. My opinion, that's where he belongs. All right, the next one up. So we have Mitsuki. So we're going to put him here. We know he was there originally, so Datara was supposed to go right here. I'm going to keep him where he's at. Killer B, actually, guys, is going to end up being one of the units here that are going to actually enter the double S arena, and same with Kisame. Very, very good units, both of them. I personally love them both. You can see here his head's a little cut off. SR Heavy. So let's find Heavy Sasuke Heavy SR. So this always becomes complicated because there's so many different pictures here. You just gotta find them. Heavy. Sorry guys, there he is. Okay, so he's there. Sasuke Kirin. All right, he's there. Datara OG. Let's see, Datara OG. Where are you? Datara. Oh, there you are. And then we have Gara. Yeah, Gara's still up there. Mama Sakura, yep, still honestly one of the best units out there still as an OG SR. She's still killing it. Hidan, where are you? There you go. Naruto, Kage, and Boruto. Yep, definitely deserve to be up there. Incredible units. Where are you? I can tell you now, guys, since we were in the SS topic, I honestly think that Mei is going to be triple S. I think she's going to be top tier for sure on almost every piece of content. And Onoki, I'd probably give him an S. Maybe a little bit higher than that. Maybe low SS, just because of his crit rate abilities. But outside of that, he's going to be extremely easy to replace once the new units come out. And a lot of people probably won't be using him unless they're brand new and that's the only character you have, right? So just my take on that. So Mei, I think, is going to be SSS and everything. And then I think that Onoki, the old man, is going to end up being S to SS, depending, low SS. In terms of in regards to where we use them. So Gara there, Kakashi here. Sorry guys, it's taking a little longer than usual. Minato, because I'm talking a lot. Neji, where are you? Neji, there we go. Okay, so this actually is your double S squad, guys. There you go. So people who are wondering, Kisame and B, where do you go? Now here's the thing with Kisame. I don't have his limit break 2, so I will not be able to test that. I don't have B's limit break 2 either, so I can't test that. I'm just giving you guys based on the testing. I have a level 96 for both characters at about 75k power each. And I can tell you now, B has now been part of my official new team on Arena, and I love him because he has insane guard rate and guard damage rate and does DIR down on opponents by quite a bit. So making use last a lot longer. So still, in my opinion, the best tank in the game, deserves that where he goes. So that's your double S, guys. All right, let's move on to triple S, just single S. So sorry that you gotta update that as well. I apologize because I have her 5 stars. I have no idea why I still have the old picture. I will definitely make that happen the next go, guys. So I apologize there. So Kankuro, Kakazu, Pain for sure, Naruto SMN, pretty much the same character minus a few buffs. Boop, right there. Asuma, sure, yeah. That hasn't changed. Sugetsu, yep, still one of the best SR tanks. Yamato, still a great viable tank, easy to get to 7 stars. Itachi, who else we got here? Naruto Kage, Orochimaru, Kamui, and Shikamaru. All rounding up the S class. Very, very good setup here, guys. Great units. Still extremely viable in Arena if you have them. So definitely use them. Half of them will protect your team, the other half will do insane debuffs. And, oopsie, there we go. And then the last half will just do insane damage for you. So great units to have. Even if you don't have the double S and triple S, those S units will take you pretty far. All right, now moving on to the next squad of people. 2 Narutos. Rock Lee, Who else we got here? Hinata, Killer B, OG Killer B, that is. A. We got Kabuto. Kabuto, where are you? There you are. Sarada, SR, Boruto. Who else we got here? Konkoro. Yep, Konkuro's good. Guy Sensei. Darui, where are you? There you go. Have him also. I'll update that as well too. Sorry, the only picture I think I don't have right now is what's his name, Zabuza, which I probably should eventually focus on getting up. Haku, Chio. I think Chio deserves to be higher than this now. I really do. I think Chio deserves to be S. So you know what? I'm gonna make a little judgment call on my own end. I'm gonna put her in S. I even think Darui deserves to be S. Sorry. I'm gonna toss these two up here. That's my take on those two because I think they're really good units, and they do a lot for their team. So we're gonna put those guys up there. Blossom, yep, Blossom, I agree. Blossom. Kovenmaru, yep, greatest debuffer in the game still, in my opinion. Tsunade. Where are you? There you go. And Kiba. So this is A+. I will agree with that. That works. Let's toss them in there. So there you go, guys. The only two changes I made there is Chio and Darui. I think they deserve to be S personally. I think they bring way too much to the table, especially with Chio's healing abilities now. It's insane. She heals like over 130k like a turn. It's nuts. And then Darui just brings way too much to D units. So if you have some D units in there, it'll boost your damage quite a bit and what they're able to do. All right, so there's your S class guys. Oh, sorry, your A+ class. A+. I keep messing that up. All right, let's jump into the next one. So A, we're gonna go with Papa Sasuke, Mitsuki. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna toss Hiruzen in there because a lot of people have been talking about the Hiruzen strat, which is ironically enough used against me. Has worked on me once in a while, I will say. It is a kind of a nice little gimmick, but he does have some viability to him. His chakra down is actually really useful. He's actually a decent AoE unit, and his skill 2 actually gives chakra up. So even for new players, having him isn't a bad idea if you're waiting to get Sai. So I'm going to toss him an A just to give a little bit of credit there where that's due. He's been on the lower tier list for the longest time. I never really cared to look at that until recently, and I think he deserves to be up there. And I think I missed a unit here, guys. I apologize. SS Toby deserves to be up here. I think I missed him. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. Toby's up there. So let's go A's. Back to A's. So we go Jugo A for sure. Karin, Kisame, Mama Sakura D. Yeah, sure, she's not bad actually. Zabuza, the guy I need a picture for. Oh, I missed Orochimaru guy. Sorry, I think it was Arena was A+. I think I agreed A+ last time. He deserves to be A+ though. It's definitely up there for that. Who else do we have here? Oh no, wait, no, I take that back. He's an A. A, not A+. So there we go. Naruto, and then you get in Tenten, Choji for Tribe Gauge, and of course that rounds up everybody. There you go, guys. That's your A. So this old boy here is no longer being used. That picture's gone. B ranks, we're gonna put in Ino, Conan, Tamari, Shino, Sasori, and I mean, here's in B for Binato. I think he deserves A. I'm gonna keep him in A. To be honest, I think he deserves A. I'm gonna keep him in there. Konohamaru C, and then the last person on the list. Who am I missing? Sakura. Where are you? Oh, Sakura. Sorry, guys. Sakura is an A. There you go. That rounds up the list. So we're gonna go ahead and stop here. I'm gonna save the picture for you guys, and then we'll put it in the video as usual, and I'll give you a timestamp, and then we'll move on to NWT. All right, guys. Give me a few minutes. Alright guys, we're back here again. We're going to be covering the NWT tier list now. Okay, so now we're going to be adding Killer B into that, as well as Kisame as well too. So let's go ahead and start off what we normally do here. Again, this has not changed at all, shape or form, guys, in terms of who sits here. So let's see here. Where is Datara? This one we actually tend to agree that he belongs up there. Sasuke, Kisame, sorry, not Kisame. It's Kisame. Sage Mode, Jiraiya, SMJ. There he is. Who else we have here? We have Itachi. We have Sai. Where are you, Sai? Sai, by the way, still the most crucial character in the game, guys. We've been saying this, preaching this since day one about him when we unlocked his LB2, and I made that video about him. You know, make sure newer players focus on that. Oh, just a quick heads up also, while we're talking about the topic, I did actually give away my Painful Experience account to one of my new members who joined my Discord as a gift, because he was lacking in stuff. So I just want to let you guys know that, but I still will be using it to make content for you from that account whenever, but it does not belong to me anymore. It was graciously gifted to somebody else, so he'll be managing that account going forward. All right, so we do have this as the NWT tier list, guys. The only other unit now that goes on here is going to be Killer B. These guys look like brothers, they look like devils, man. El Diablo. But here you go. So this is actually the new Triple S tier list. As you can see here, the only addition to this tier list from last time is going to be this man here, Killer B, who is an incredible tank. If you have not seen my video on him, take a look. He is the best tank in the game, hands down. Will do so much for you in every piece of content, except for probably FG, unfortunately, and maybe ATB, obviously. But yeah, amazing in NWT. Definitely worth having him in the Triple S class. Welcome Killer B version 2. All right, start off with the second list. Now, Kisame goes in double S. All right, so we're gonna put him in there because of his buffs, because of the fact that he gets chakra instantly for 3k, which means he's just going to non-stop jutsuing after the first time, and also the fact that he does the chakra steal in the beginning, so you can actually save yourself from like Kakashi and stuff if you're faster than the opponent. So really good unit there. Definitely worth having in the double S class. And deserves to be there. Now the only thing is, I will tell you guys, this is without testing, like I said originally, without the LB2. So if the LB2 makes a massive difference, I don't think it will personally, but it may. We'll change that rating according to that, but right now this is my take on it. So I just want you guys to know that. I think Binato wanted to hold off till LB2, but I don't think that is required to put a tier rating at the moment. So I went ahead and did that, and here we are with double S. Alright guys, this is your double S class. Now here is the thing. I think personally, for double S, we should be adding in Toby and Kirin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on my own, my own opinion here, because the reason why I'm doing this is because Toby's damage rate reduction on his active skill and on his skill 2 and on his Jitsu is just insane. So you can melt people like butter just having him on the team. So, and he has a stun, not to mention, right? He's 5k. So I'm going to toss him up here. I'm going to toss Kirin back up here because I think he deserves it. He's tanky as heck. He has attack up, DIR up, being active, and it's 3-on-3. So I mean, like, what else are you going to use these guys for, right? So I'm going to toss them there. All right, S rank. S rank. Let's go. Like, I mean, if you look at some of these units coming up, you definitely know those two units are definitely worth having up there. All right, so NWT S rank. Start off with Sasuke. Sorry guys, I'm just following the list here, and if I see anything I disagree with, I will let you know. But right now, so far, we have a couple of different changes that I think deserve to be on there. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention this. I do think CM2 deserves to be up there as well. Boom, right there. There we go. Best done in the game. And for some odd reason, I don't think we have... No, they already have SR Heavy up there? No, I don't. I missed him. Sorry guys, missed this guy here. There we go. He deserves to be up there too. I missed him. My bad. Naruto, where are you? Naruto Kage. Yeah, definitely deserves to be up there. There you are. Guy Sensei. Where's Guy? Guy. There you are. Kamui Kakashi. I'm pretty sure you are close to. There you are. Darui. Yeah, sure. Orochimaru, very good unit still. Mama Sakura, very good unit still. Boruto, yep, definitely. CM2 I already have up top, so CM2 I agree deserves to be, or I changed, should be one tier higher. Sugetsu, Asuma, Hidan, SMN, Pain, OG Datara, Neji. Toby I put up in SS, guys. Kakuzu. Kakuzu here. And then we have Orochimaru, Kovidmaru, as we like to call him with a lot of love. Jiraiya, Tigara. Where's Tigara? There you are. And Kid Kakashi. Where are you? There you go. Perfect. There you go, guys. That is your S class. Now, here's the thing with Orochimaru D unit. If he just had the proper setup, honestly, he'd be so much better. I'm actually so upset they made him so bad, but unfortunately, he does not make it to the S class. Can I go faster with these? No, I cannot. Okay, so we're going to toss these guys up here. As you can see, the S class is fairly big. So, guys, if you have these units, a lot of them are free-to-play units, too. Make sure you toss them in, especially if you're brand new. These guys will do a lot of good work for you. There we go. A lot of SRs, a good mix of SRs and UR. So there's your S class, guys. All right, A+. Now, here's the thing. S class, I'm going to toss her back up there as well. I think she deserves it. Chio, I think, is a little too underrated here. And I'm going to give her a little bit more credit than what's given on the tier list, because I use her now, and she is great. She's doing a lot of healing and giving guard rate up. So, you know, speed down. She's a good unit. She's actually changed ever since they did that buff to her healing. It's made her a whole different unit. So I hope Bandai learns to do things like that for other units that are kind of not used and lackluster, and hopefully we can change them on the tier list. There's Kankuro, Haku, where's Haku? There you are. Sarada, you are. Rock Lee, Kabuto. And guys, a lot of newer players are like looking at this tier list and sometimes don't understand which units are which. Keep in mind, you can always go to the Reddit tier list and look at the images, or you can go onto, like, I don't know, there's a ton of other tribes image Google links you can click on, and you can just see what the image looks like, and you can find the unit here. Because I put, like, again, there's going to be a timestamp of this picture after each single video, and you guys can see the total list of each tier list for NW2, Abyss, FG, and Arena. So you don't have to necessarily watch this entire thing, right? Unless you enjoy hearing my voice, hey, what's going on? Then you can, but if you don't want to watch the whole thing, the timestamp will show you where the pictures are, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, so there is your A+ list, guys. Going on to A now. Papa Sasuke, Sakura, Blossom, yep, Tsunade, sure. Kisame, yep, Kisame is good to have there. Choji, definitely. Tamari, yep. And Orochimaru. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good list. I agree with that. Here's the thing with NWT, right? You don't want to die. So I'm going to put her in A+, actually. Yeah, she's at the tribe gauge up, and the healing is a big one, because the whole purpose, and she's a D unit, so she's harder to kill in NWT. So I think she deserves to be A+. So we'll make that little alteration on my end. So let's go ahead here and do Mitsuki rare unit, Sakura D, Hirano, 1010, Shikamaru. I'm surprised he's that low. No, I'm gonna toss him in A. He definitely deserves to be an A. I don't know. He probably even deserves to be higher. I'm gonna put him in A+. I think Shikamaru deserves to be an A+. He does a lot for T units, and he has 5k, I think, chakra as well too, if I remember correctly. So I don't think he's that low in the list. Conan, and again, guys, this is all, you know, this is my experience with these units. I'm not, and obviously Binato's experience with these units. So we play the game a little bit differently. So you're gonna see some different results. I'm actually gonna toss Hiruzen to B here as well too, again, because his chakra down will help if he dies. Again, you don't want to die necessarily in this. But you know, if you are gonna die, at least take something down with you. So there you go. That clears up that list for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this again, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hold your horses, and we'll jump on to FG next, which is flashback genealogy. Alright guys, back here again. Actually, I said FG, we're actually going to do Abyss first, so let's get Abyss out of the way now. This is the current event that's going on with Mei and Onoki, and again, just like I said before, May is pretty much going to be across the board top tier triple S for me, guys. Oniki will be SS and S. So I mean, we have to test them still, but I know for a fact that that Oniki will be replaceable, and May is going to be around for a very, very long time. So with that being said, though, we're going to focus on Killer B and Kisame like we've been doing. So let's go ahead and jump into the triple S tier like we normally do. So we're going to start off with the usual, guys. Not much here has changed, but there has been a brand new addition. I don't know if you can guess who, but he was triple S in the last category we covered, so I'm sure that'll give you the hint if you've been watching. But let's go ahead and do the usual, guys, and then we'll go on to who that person actually is. Unless you're just joining, welcome to the tier list. Welcome to 40 minutes of fun. This is only going to get longer. I just, as I do these every single time, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be 40 minutes of just talking, and then editing it, obviously, and then getting it out to you guys. And you realize that every 2 weeks, this just gets bigger and bigger, and it becomes a more daunting task every single time we do this. But you know what, though? Anything for you guys. I'm happy it's helping. I'm happy a lot of people are requesting it, so I will continue providing it as much as I possibly can. All right, so this is your triple S team. Yeah, I mean, I agree with pretty much all of it. The only... Is there one that I disagree with? No, I think I pretty much agree with all of it. Yeah, I'm good with all this. So here's the only difference, guys. The newest addition is going to be this bad boy. So that is another triple S for Killer B. Between the two units, Kisame and Killer B, I think Killer B definitely won that battle, and he was a free unit, by the way. So for those who were getting him up in the last FG and got him to 5 stars, congratulations. You have a great unit on your hands. Obviously top tier and some of the best content out there. So really, really good unit. So let's start off with Kisame. Double S, for sure, double S. We'll see how he does going forward. I mean, like, I found him to be very useful. He just wasn't putting out enough damage like Boruto was for him, and they're the same power, by the way. So Boruto UR was doing better buffs and more damage for me personally. So if he's going to be sitting in double S, Kisame is also sitting in double S. So we'll see how the chakra thing works when LB2 pops. That might change the whole game for him, but for now, that is where he sits for me. Who are we missing here? Sublime. Yeah, we're missing Sublime here for some reason. Why are you here? You know what? Okay, here's the thing. I'll put him in double S for this specifically for one reason in Abyss. And that reason being that he is... Oopsie, I missed somebody in triple S. Sorry, guys. 1 second as I was talking. There we go. He definitely is triple S. The thing with Abyss I'm starting to notice now, and it's the last 2 specifically, is they're becoming very D heavy, and I mean there's a lot of T units as well, so I guess he will shine in that regard, but a lot of D units will eat up his damage like no problem, right? So I'm still going to put him in double S for this one and agree with it for now, but we'll see how that goes for the future of Abyss, and if it continues that path, then yeah, he definitely stays where he's at. Here's the thing. I personally think CM2 is a triple S character now in Abyss because of his stun rate, but I will go ahead and leave him a double S for now. Rene definitely deserves double S. I don't know why. I think he's an S class. I don't think I agree with that. Double S really helps. Confuse has helped me so many times where I've seen a perfect rotation happen for the enemy, and I've messed it up with Confuse the next round. And the fact that his damage rate reduction down and his skill 2 hits so hard. So I'm gonna put him in double S. I don't think he deserves to be just S. So let's go with Boruto here. Did we talk about him? Yep, Boruto, Naruto, Gaara, Kid Kakashi, Danzo. I think Mitsuki deserves to be here too, so I'm going to toss Mitsuki in here because he is definitely worth having in the team. Blossom for sure. She's the best healer in my opinion for this, next to probably Chio. So I'm going to toss Chio in here as well too, guys. Oh my gosh, she's so good in Abyss. So there you go. I think that's pretty much the gist of the double S class. So I've put in a few extra units in here, guys, because I use them all the time. And beating floor 40, I like to change it up once in a while. I don't do the whole commander heavy all the way through. I like to change up my tribes and test new things out. And I'm finding a lot of the units I just added onto this list are some of my go-to units now for just making it just way, way easier. So there you have it. That is my double S class, okay? So it's going to be a couple changes here in comparison. In comparison to what Binato has, but that's my take on the fact that I can do the top end Abyss and use these units and actually succeed with them. It makes a whole different picture for me. So S class. Let's get to that. Hidan, SMN, yep. Orochimaru, Naruto Kage, Kankuro. Where's Kankuro? There he is. See? Sorry guys, doesn't go D, he's down here. Chio already moved up a slot. Neji, where is Neji? There's Neji. Boruto. And Sakura. Okay. I think that is a pretty good S class. Here's the thing. I've now started to use Tsunade a lot more. Just for the fun of it. Just to see how much she heals and how much chakra she gives. And she's a really good chakra batter. So in the future, guys, you may see her up there. I'm actually going to go ahead and toss Darui up here as well, too. Because I think he deserves to be S class. And honestly, I'm going to put in OG Data in S class. I don't know where he is on the list here. I might have missed him. Oh, I did miss him. Sorry, guys. He's actually double S. I thought I was like, I'm pretty sure he's higher than that. But yeah, Daru is actually a really, really good unit. So I'm going to toss him up here, and I'm going to change his... Again, I will change his image for sure. But he deserves to be up there, okay? So let's go with A+ now. All right, so A+, we're going to toss in a few other units here. Now, I think Itachi deserves to be S. OG Itachi, personally, I use him a lot for damage dealing, so I'm going to put him up there. But start off with the Orochimaru, 1010. Where's 1010? And I'm going to go ahead and throw in Papa Sasuke. And here's the reason why I'm giving him a little bit of more credit nowadays. His heavy wound is amazing against Abyss, because there are so many healers in Abyss that it actually ends up helping a lot more to contain the amount of healing they do, right? So you see a lot of Karin, Tsunades, Blossoms, so there's a ton of healers now, and I think his heavy wound and his burn is actually worthwhile having. So I'm going to give him an A+. For A+ for effort too, and then we're gonna go from there. So Sarada, UR, and Naruto. Now the anniversary is coming up soon, guys. This whole list is gonna change again. I have a pretty big feeling we're gonna see some pretty crazy units, and we're gonna just witness hopefully some game-changing mechanics, hopefully, and some content as well too, obviously, because that's the most important thing in my opinion. I'm gonna put Sugetsu in S, guys. Oh, sorry, an S here. And Jugo as well too. Just insane tanks. Jugo just healed himself back to full constantly if you have him up enough, and Sugetsu just gives way too many buffs. So those two definitely deserve to be an S. I'm not leaving them in A+ because I think they're higher. Haku, yeah, A+ I can see for him. B, I can probably see A+ there for him as well too. You know what? Even for A, I would probably put him in S, but I'm gonna leave him in A+ for now. Just because we don't want to change it too much. But I also, here and there with him. Now the fact that B and him have a tribe, though, that gives him, and he has 2 tribes actually with Mei and Oniki as well, gives him a lot more credibility. So he's got 3 total tribes now. So A is now starting to become a rock star. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to toss him up there. He's actually a good unit overall. He gives a stun as well, really hard to kill, does decent nukes, gives A units a lot of buffs. So you know what? I'm going to put him in an S class. I think he deserves it up there at this point. He's paid his dues. So let's go with A rank now. All right, so Kabuto. You might see Kabuto go up and down a bit as well too, because of his debuffs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna toss him an A+, because I think because of his debuffs, he's doing quite a bit of, like I said, there's a lot of D units, right? And because he lowers D units defense, or everyone's defense plus D units damage reduction rate, he does more damage when there's status effects around. He's actually nuking these pretty well. So I'm gonna put him there for now. But yeah, Tsunade for sure. Yamato up here. Guy Sensei. Let's see, Guy. Who else do we have here? Asuma. So you guys can see here I'm doing a few changes around with what Binato has versus I have. Again, just different experience with the way we play the game. Neither is wrong, it's just subjective. They're very close to each other in tier, but I just want to give some more credit to some of these units that I've been currently using just to test and have fun with. Now when I say testing, guys, I don't want to say I'm sitting here testing all day. You all know I don't have the time to do that. So people like Sauce, who do those kind of tests, and Sephia and Giacomoco, like the people who are sitting there and actually crunching numbers, I don't do that. I play the game based on skills of the characters, their type, their abilities, and who I'm facing. I'm a team builder. I build teams. You can, my Discord can vouch for it. Classy can vouch for it. People who do team building can vouch for it. I just understand the mechanics of the game and how units need to be used, but I don't break numbers down like some of those guys do. So if you're looking for number crunching and max and mins and stuff, those are the guys to go to. They're definitely going to do a lot for you guys, and they're very smart individuals. So don't want to take the credit away from them, because they definitely deserve credit. All right, here's what I'm going to put in B for the chakra down and the burn, and the chakra up. I think he deserves to be higher than D rank. C, Kisame, I think he deserves to be actually A, to be quite honest. I've been using him a lot for his damage rate reduction and the fact that he does one of the best Akatsuki tribes, which we're not usually putting into this, but also his chakra down is really, really useful in Abyss. I think he deserves to be A. Yeah, I mean, Sasori I'll put in C for his death and defense down, but you know what? No, we're going to keep him in D. He deserves to be in D, damn it. Shino, yeah, we'll put in, you know what, Shino I'll put in, yeah, okay, whatever, we'll put him in C. And here's the rest of your roundup. Yeah, Corinne deserves a little more credit. I'll give her a B. She's not that bad. Conan also a C. I think this is a better look for what it actually should look like. Alright guys, there is your Abyss team. So go ahead and save this and I'll be right back. Alright guys, back here again with FG, Flashback Genealogy. Now let's cover this one and get this over with, because I want to get some damn food. With that being said, let's start off with our triple S class, guys, sorry. So here we are going to have the following units. So I'm actually going to put Sasuke Kirin back up here again. He's in double S right now. I think he deserves to be triple S. I use him almost for every piece of content nowadays. And I think Deidara OG also deserves to be triple S. So because he's critical. I use him for every single FG. I don't think I've ever missed an FG, and I've cleared every FG except for the first M2. This one was a lot easier. Deidara, where's Kakashi? Where's our boy? Do we have him in here? I do not. Okay, where's Kakashi? There you are. Sai, of course. Where's Sai? Sai, where are you? There you are. Itachi. I'm gonna drop Itachi a little bit for FG. I'm gonna put him in double S. We'll do a little swap. I have not been using him quite as much lately because I have OG Deidara who does most of the things that I need him to do. So I'm going to leave him down, one notch down now to double S for that. I know, everyone's wondering like, oh my god, really? Yes, there's times where you gotta just face some facts. He's just not doing quite as well in FG as I would like him to do. So yeah, that's my take on that. If you don't like it, too bad. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's pretty much how that's going to look. I'm just trying to see if there's any other units here that I may want to toss in to... yeah, no, you know what? This is a good triple S. This is a good start. The only extra character I added personally is Sasuke Kirin. But I think I got everybody in here, except for I moved Itachi for Kirin. I think that was the only big difference. Oh, CM2. Jeez, my boy, CM2, yes, definitely deserves to be up here. Sorry, guys, missed him. Should not have missed him. That is your triple S right there, guys. All right, double S rank. So we're going to go Kisame, Mitsuki. Yeah, Kisame is double S across the board, guys. So really, really good units. So, oh, Binato, you have Kakashi in double S for some odd reason. You need to switch that out. I don't know why. That definitely is a mistake. So let's go Sasuke Kirin. Oniki most likely will be double S here in FG because you need a nuker for A units. Shikamaru for sure deserves to be double S even though he's not on Binato's. He is for me. Maybe you switched that accidentally. I'm not sure. Who else do we have here? Minato. There we go. Haku definitely. Where's Haku? Haku? Where are you? There you are. Who else do we have here? Boruto for sure. This Boruto for sure, Naruto for sure, Rene for sure. Where is Rene? Let me see, not this one, wrong one, this one. Kirin I've already put in triple S because I think he deserves to be there. I honestly, like I said, I've used him in every piece of content for FG and he's never failed me. Gaara, yes. Kid Kakashi, yes. Actually, Minato doesn't have Kid Kakashi in double S, but I think he deserves to be double S with his buffs. I think they're worthwhile. Kiba for sure for instant jutsu. Pain I think I've already got on here. Yeah. Itachi, yeah, old school Itachi, really good for FG, very, very good for FG. Sasori, yeah, I mean honestly D unit, surprisingly the only D unit I think that's up here, and well deserved. Great AoE damage for that unit. Minato, where's our boy Minato? I already have him up here. Minato up here? Yeah, I do. There he is. Okay, I think that rounds up your double S, guys. So Kisame will sit up there in double S with the rest. So as you can see here, he's a well-rounded character across the board, guys. Not top tier, but still top tier. Like you can't really go wrong with using him. He just brings a lot of buffs, and the chakra up really helps himself to continuously do jutsus. His buffs on a straight are very short, but are small, but I mean still worthwhile on places like Abyss, of course. And then his chakra down on his skill 2 is really, really good too. So there you go. That's the double S. So let's go to S rank now. Jiraiya. Start off with Jiraiya, and then go to Shikamaru. I moved up to double S, guys. He's way too useful in FG. I don't think he deserves to sit in just an S. I think he's better than that. Neji. Where's Neji? Neji. There he is. Kakazu, there you are. Killer B. Naruto, Berserk, and SMN both I think are up here. Yep, there we go. Toby. Honestly, I want to give Toby SS. Just one of the best damage rate reduction units in the game. I finished the last FG M2 because of him, realistically. Plus Bonds by Rasen, but I mean, he was the catalyst that had the whole damage rate reduction on the units down by so much. So I'm gonna give him a little more credit. I mean, he's better than Tamari and Tenten. Like he deserves to be higher than that. So, Kabuto, where are you? There we go. Rock Lee. Donzo, sure, yeah, Donzo deserves to be S. He's a good nuke for that, and he has Kikakashi, but I already tossed Kikakashi in SS, just because he does pretty good damage, and his buffs are worthwhile having. Honestly, can also save you with the Jitsu once in a while. Especially in M2, when they one-shot you with theirs, you can actually do enough damage reduction rate and damage increase rate, on some of them, damage increase rate down on some opponents, and survive some of their Jitsu. So definitely worth having. Okay, A+. Mama Sakura, she can probably do this at this point. Sarada, both of them. Chio, yeah, Chio might be S at this point for even FG because of her 5k vitality, and she hits pretty hard for a T unit, but I'll leave her an A+ for now. I don't actually use her in FG, so I can't really comment that much about her in terms of where she is there, but I think she might be a little higher, but that's okay. I don't know many people who are actually still using her, to be quite honest, which is unfortunate, but I know Server 6 does use her quite a bit. Hinata, where's Hinata? Hinata, there we go. Naruto and Darui. Sure, there is your A+. There you go. Alright, done and done. Okay, now we just have your A guys, and then B, C, and D, and then we're done. So SMJ, we'll make this quick. SMJ definitely goes here. Killer B, yeah, I mean, you don't really use tanks in FG, so he's gonna sit up in A. Gara, sure. Kovidmaru, sure. Kovidmaru might get a little more credit, to be honest, in FG because of his debuffs, but we'll see. I gotta play around with him. I haven't had a chance to really use him that much more than a few abysses and stuff. Papa Sasuke heavy SR. Where are you? There you are. And Orochimaru. Yep, I can see that. Sure. Choji, Blossom, and Orochimaru. There you go. C rank. Sasori, Yamato, Jugo. I think I already got Jugo. Do we got Jugo in here? Where is he? Yeah, we do. Okay. So we get to Guy, Asuma, and Mitsuki. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to throw in Kisame in here as well, too, to be quite honest. I think he deserves to be in the C rank. He's got him in D, but I think C, because of, again, damage rate reduction, damage increase rate reduction. Yeah, I mean, he's got a few good things. Even Conan, I think, deserves to maybe be C there. Just, again, for the purpose of having... Oh, sorry. Haha, forgot about Kamui and Itachi. Jeez. Where are these guys? SS, for sure. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place today. And then, lastly, I think this pretty much rounds up the entire crew. Yeah, sure. Let's put him a little higher. Put him a little higher. Alright guys, I think that is everything. There is your flashback genealogy tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to go ahead and save this now. This is Payne. Shout out to the folks again who found out debuffs do stack. Sauce, from server 5, Rockon from server 1, Binato for helping me put this together. Of course, we've had some differences. I hope I'll send you the pictures, of course, and you guys can take a look. And remember, folks watching, this is subjective. It is not a holy grail. It is just a man's experience using all of these units. Granted, I do have every unit and I have them all leveled up and showcased, and I'm giving you guys my perspective on it. They're very good units for the most part, and most top-end players will agree with most of this tier list. There are